them be vessels of healing, bringing comfort to the afflicted. Hope them be vessels of healing, bringing comfort to the afflicted, hope to the despairing, and solace to the suffering. As these graduates conclude this chapter and commence a new phase of their lives, we offer this prayer with sincere hearts, acknowledging the challenges and joys that lie ahead. May their actions honor this calling and bring comfort and healing to those we serve. Amen. It is now my privilege to announce our keynote speaker, Dr. Amy Phillips, Associate Professor of Teaching in the Physician Assistant Program. Amy is an alumna of the UFPA program, the premier class of the UFPA program. She obtained her Doctor of Medical Science degree from the University of Lynchburg in 2022, and she has a significant experience as a practicing PA and has contributed greatly to our success with producing competent, ethical, and compassionate PAs, as well as maintaining our program accreditation and our high standards for our students. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Amy Phillips to the stage.
Hello, I'm Dr. Amy Phillips, and I'm grateful beyond measure for the privilege of addressing the 2025 cohort, our dedicated program faculty and esteemed staff, as well as the friends and family who are celebrating with us today. Before we begin, I want to honor the memory of Dr. Paul Davis and acknowledge his tremendous contributions to the university and to the PA profession. Dr. Davis recently passed away, and his legacy, marked by excellence, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to educating future clinicians, will continue to live on through his program and its graduates. This year also marks an extraordinary milestone, the 25th anniversary of the University of Findlay's Physician Assistant Program. For a quarter of a century, this program has been shaping outstanding PAs, and today's graduating class proudly continues that tradition. This anniversary is especially meaningful to me, as Dr. Hopkins had to mention. I was in the very first graduating class of 2000 and was taught by Dr. Davis. To stand here 25 years later, celebrating your achievements, it's an incredible full circle moment for me. Oh. There we go, got the clicker to work. We're gonna go back one. There's a quote that captures the heart of our journey from Lindsay Carson. The one who loves walking will walk further than the one who loves the destination. That quote sums up the drive Lindsay has and the PA she has become. She is insightful and caring, and she plans on a career in emergency medicine, which will be a perfect fit for her. Today, as I look out at our graduating class, I am filled with pride, not simply because you have reached the destination you set out for, but because of the way you walked the long road to get here. For some, UF was close to home, but others started the journey from a distance. When you began PA school, most of you had a clear destination in mind: to become clinicians, to wear the title of physician assistant, to step into a profession built on trust, knowledge, and service. But what I have witnessed over the past 27 months is something far greater than a class marching towards a finish line. I have watched you learn to love the walk. You maybe did not love the walk in the beginning. Starting on day one, what we asked of you was to learn medical school in less time. Today marks the culmination of your hard work, early mornings, late nights, countless exams, and moments when you wondered whether you could really keep going. I'd like to share, as they're popping up on the screen here, a few TikTok confessions from you as students in your first year. We'll keep these anonymous. Dr. Hopkins, you may want to look away. The last two are my personal favorites. And yet here we are, not because the path was easy, but because we kept walking. Hannah made a mark on our halls with her bubbly laugh, and I will miss her stopping by with fashion advice. Hannah is a staunch women's health advocate. She recently found a way to get back and share knowledge with other students by reviewing a multitude of pants preparation tools and summarized her critiques on each to share with others. I can't tell you how many second-year students have thanked Hannah, and I wanted to share that with you. They've been really appreciative of that. As Hannah would tell me, I'm just really good at everything. Marina Balatin practiced medicine in Russia before moving to Ohio. Throughout the program, she demonstrated remarkable poise as she was balancing coursework and caring for her children. We often talked about how our daughters were progressing in college. Marina's daughter finished her own academic journey just a bit ahead of Mom. Not a bad race to lose, Marina. Luna holds a degree in biochemistry and made the journey from California to join our program. While she dedicated herself fully to her studies, she also took the time to connect with our community. She quickly formed a program on an international stage, traveling to Japan for a healthcare immersion coordinated by Dr. Brown. Your time at UF prepared you for a meaningful life and productive career. Of course, your class didn't just grow academically. You grew personally and formed lasting friendships, learning the balance of work and life. Although the journey was difficult, it's about pushing you to be more, molding a student into a mature professional. Madison burned more calories balancing her leg during exams than anyone in the history of PA school. I think she would admit the path was not always easy, but what I enjoyed was watching the incredible resilience. Madison thrives at the bedside as she cares for elderly patients. She brings not only a desire to help, but somehow brighten their day. As Madison would say, old people love me. Cole was a swimmer at UF before joining our program and has a set path for a career in orthopedics. He reminds us what perseverance looks like. My favorite Cole story was teaching the heme team about megaloblastic anemias. I had a Celsius energy drink, bad, to drink at the podium. While talking about B12 deficiency, Cole raised his hand and asked if I knew how much B12 was in 1 can of Celsius. It's 250% of the RDA. So taking the assist into a teachable moment, I said, well, that's why I'm not pale and I'm no longer fatigued. My tongue isn't swollen and doesn't hurt anymore and my hands aren't numb. Andrew has a quiet cool about him. We all got to appreciate his shy humor. Not everyone can pull off a cosmic brownie costume at Halloween. I was asking the students in class to complete a chart with expected lab findings for different types of anemias. Some of the values on this chart were already filled in, and some were missing. I called on Andrew to answer what the expected hemoglobin electrophoresis result would be, not realizing it was one I had already filled in as normal. And instead of pointing out my error, Andrew just said, yeah, we're gonna go with normal. I also asked the students what their hobbies are on their first day when they arrive on orientation, and Andrew had mentioned water sports. So like a year and a half later, I said, you know, talking about water sports with Andrew, and he's like, yeah, I don't know, I might have said that. Andrew plans to work in trauma, a place where a calm and composed demeanor like his is a must. You loved the walk when you supported a struggling classmate without being asked. You loved the walk when you showed up tired, unsure, overwhelmed, but still determined to give your best. Remember, medicine is a team sport. Be the provider that says hello. Get to know not only your staff, but thank the patients that you're taking care of. Thank the nurses. Thank the lab techs, the imaging techs, the cafeteria workers, and the housekeepers. Respect their efforts in helping you provide outstanding care. You loved the walk when you stayed after lab to master a skill that frustrated you. The UFPA program has a long-standing history of excellence, sending its best and brightest to become leaders in the medical community. Be an ambassador for your program. As you gain experience in your field, precept students and share your knowledge as others have done for you. You loved the walk when you met patients for the first time, when you learned not just the science of medicine, but the humanity of it. Michaela will be relocating to begin her career in Oregon after graduating. Michaela has an unmatched clarity of purpose that will be an asset to providing care. She also loves her cats and her coffee. Bring your best every day. Connect with your patients and your team. Ask a question, consult a specialist. Remember, you are in a field that is always evolving. Be a lifelong learner. Learn something new every day at your job. If you make a mistake, own it, learn from it, and move on. Bailey will be an amazing PA because she makes it a point to give her best at whatever she does, and she values family above all. We talked quite a bit about what her dad was cooking on the smoker and her dad and her brother playing baseball. I can't wait to see the truck pontoon boat. Tori embraced the compassionate approach to medicine and a commitment to lifelong learning. She also, until recently, had the most unorganized system for saving documents on her laptop. Thanks to Bailey, she's now on track. These two brought a sense of humor wherever they went, proving that friendship and a good laugh, perhaps a little Jell-O, can help carry you through PA school. You walked towards some very big life moments. What a joy to see you build a career and a life you love. Dakota has an unbeatable sense of humor, and she advocates for mental health and balance. Dakota brought a full Nespresso coffee bar with about 50 flavored syrups coffee set up at home. I don't think I ever saw her without a Starbucks before class in her hand. Dakota reminds us humor in medicine doesn't diminish the seriousness of our work. It simply reminds us that humanity and healing go hand in hand. Preston made the trip to UF from Minnesota. He began the program very quiet and reserved. On day 2, I saw him sitting alone down the hall from my office, and it was late. His car was acting up, and he was not sure why he couldn't find an Uber on a Tuesday after 7 p.m. in Findlay, Ohio. I got him home and let him know he had help and people to support him here. After that, Preston really unlocked his personality. He got along with everyone, and his insight became a valued part of our learning community. As members of a profession in which women comprise the majority of the workforce, these graduates continue a legacy of leadership and service. Sophia brought a spirit of optimism and encouragement to every challenge, showing how positivity can transform both learning and patient care. We talked a lot, and she really looked forward to trips with her mom. She's a good example of how your path can change and the benefit of laterality within the PA profession. She had a very set path to work in pediatrics when she started, but she accepted a job in internal medicine, the complete opposite end of the age spectrum. Cole told me once that he wished he could balance empathy, professionalism, humility. For one of our students, crossing this stage means becoming the first in her family to earn a college degree. Ariana Aranda's profound accomplishment reflects courage, perseverance, and a legacy-changing moment for her family. I know they must be so proud. I know I am. PA School also brought together this trio, 3 incredible women whose friendship became one of the bright spots of this cohort. Their support for one another through exams, rotations, stress, and celebration reminded us of the strength found in genuine connection. Donia absolutely loved when I called on her in class. Just kidding, no. Her side-eye glance and sly smile will be a forever memory for me. Dunya has plans to travel the world and aspires to serve in the Middle East in communities with limited access to medical care. She is remarkably self-aware, and she sometimes knew that studying all night was not as beneficial as just getting a good night of sleep. Adelisa has the most incredible growth during her time with us. She values the opportunity to improve and brings an empathetic approach to medicine. I knew how far Addie had come when she was asking a presenting physician a question about asthma, and she was relaying the stepwise managed approach back to him. We were fortunate to teach a student whose intelligence was matched only by her kindness, a combination that makes her exceptional. Deela was a force in the classroom and an example that others followed. Deela has one of the best work ethics I've ever seen from a student. Every 6 weeks, students return from clinical rotations and take an EOR exam. Stacy reviewed scores going back 6 years. A perfect score of 500 has never been achieved until this year. Honorable mention first goes to Preston for a 490 in family practice after rotating with Dr. Cole. Deela scored an impressive 499 in internal medicine and then followed that and a perfect 500 in emergency medicine. Adelisa achieved a perfect 500 in pediatrics. You walk the path of service. One of the qualities that truly sets our PA students apart is their commitment to service. Even in the midst of demanding coursework and clinical rotation, Dr. Allen's past group shows up. With compassion, humility, and a genuine desire to make a difference, their willingness to give back not only strengthens the people they serve, but also shapes them into the kind of providers our world needs, those that are grounded in purpose. The destination alone is not what will sustain you in this field. Medicine changes. Healthcare challenges us. Patients will rely on you in moments of fear, vulnerability, and hope. We are the bridge between physicians and patients. What carries you forward, what allows you to walk further than you ever thought possible, is your willingness to embrace the journey itself. You have one more hurdle, and that is to pass the pants. Stay focused, stay ready. Everything you need is already within you. It is now up to you to ready yourself. Remember, pressure makes what? Diamonds. Diamonds do not rest in the middle, we rest at the end. That is how you wear the white coat with dignity and pride. To the families and supporters here today, thank you for walking with them during the hardest moments, the longest nights, and the days when doubt felt very heavy. Please give your family a round of applause. To my students, thank you for allowing us to guide you, to challenge you, and to walk beside you. You have taught me just as much, reminding me why we do what we do and why this profession matters. And to the graduates, as you step into your new roles, remember this truth. If you continue to love the walk, you will go further in this profession than any single destination could ever take you. Thank you for allowing me to participate in your education. I am proud to call myself your professor. It has been an honor to walk with you, and here's to 25 years. It is my pleasure to welcome the 2025 University of Findlay Physician Assistant Cohort. Congratulations.
I should have shared, for the keynote speakers, we have two. We have one that is a representative of the program that was chosen by the graduating students, and then we have a student speaker as well, a student keynote speaker that was chosen by their fellow cohort of students. I would like to introduce Michaela Doherty. Michaela is from Nampa, Idaho, and obtained her undergraduate degree in biology from Northwest Nazarene University. She loves spending time with her husband and two cats in her free time and visiting new coffee shops to try her favorite drink, lavender latte. No, thank you. She is a homebody who likes to stay inside to read a good book, as well as spending time with her family and being outside. She plans on moving back to the Northwest to the mountains with her husband after graduation. Welcome, Michaela.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michaela, and I've had the honor of studying alongside the graduates that you all have supported for the last 27 months. My only qualifications to speak to you today are that I was vice president by default, and I was the lucky nominated graduation speaker by the ancient practice of an internet-generated spin the wheel. So thank you, Cole. Like my classmates, I've been looking forward to this day for a really long time. 2 years ago, when we first sat in a classroom together, our professors did tell us how fast this time would pass. I'd like to argue it's been the longest 2 years of my life, but looking back, it feels like we were just in an anatomy lab, fighting for time with Dr. Pettigrew, who would say his favorite line, "Let's get oriented." Going through physician assistant school is hands down the hardest thing that I've ever done. It's probably the hardest thing I ever will do. And the only people who understand what that was like are sitting in this room. Only we understand the endless rush questions, soap notes, quizzes, note-taking, Quizlet making, physical assessment practicing, insane exam schedules, sleepless nights, caffeine overloads, research projects, presentations, clinicals, and EORs. The stress of learning a new routine, a new clinic, new patients, new people, and new EMR every 5 weeks. If you're here celebrating a PA student, I hope you've caught a glimpse of the true dedication, grit, perseverance, sacrifice, and sheer willpower it takes to have made it here in one piece. When I chose to come to Findlay, all the way from Idaho, I chose it largely for the class size. I cannot put into words the meaning of the friendships I've made while in school. You all have acted as my friends, my siblings, and now my colleagues. You all have been the difference for me succeeding in PA school. I know our success would not be possible without our professors, family, partners, and friends. So to all of those here today, I want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting my friends and my classmates so we can all stand up here today and look forward to practicing as physician assistants. So 2.5 years later, I'm going to leave you with this. Go have fun and celebrate. Lindsay, stop crying. Relax, spend time with your fam. Then tell everyone in the room to leave you alone so you can go study one more time. I know for a fact every single person in this room is going to go out there and ace the pants. I look forward to hearing about all the changes from PAS to PAC. I love you guys, and I can't wait to practice with you. Thank you.
It is now my honor to present the John R. and Barbara F. Murray Award. This award consists of a plaque, they don't know who's getting it yet, as well as a plaque that is in our office maintained with each individual's name as the award is administered. The very first recipient gave the keynote address, Dr. Amy Phillips. This award was started by the founding program director in honor of his in-laws. Dr. Davis was a very strong advocate for our program, which he started, and a longtime supporter. It was the money that he donated that allowed us to renovate a space and be moved into a new space on campus. He set up this award, he set up a scholarship for PA students, and he set up an endowed fund to help assist with the cost of travel to the national conference for the student that has to participate with that. He passed away in November, and he also left a sizable donation to the program as well, which consisted of the retirement that he earned while he worked here. So we're very grateful for his ongoing support. I typically invite him back to deliver the award, but obviously we are unable to do that this year, but we're still very grateful for his support of the program. I would now like to discuss briefly the award. This is a very, very hard decision. This award is, the recipient of this award is determined by the program faculty and staff. It's based on an overall picture. So it is not an exam score. It is not just a particular item, didactic or clinical year. Dr. Allen will contribute for comments, how is this person in PASS and volunteer activities? Faculty will contribute, how is these individuals in different courses? How are they during the clinical year? And it was pretty close to being able to use an internet randomization or throw a dart at a dartboard, in all honesty. There were multiple, I don't even know how many different students were nominated for this award. At this time, I would like to welcome Emma Ruga to the stage as this year's recipient of the Murray Award. The award also comes with a, Dr. Davis set it up for a $1,000 cash award with the plaque, so that will be delivered once all the paperwork is handled. I now invite Sarah Denning to the stage for the introduction of those being admitted to the Pi Alpha Honor Society.
Okay, Pi Alpha. Pi Alpha is the National Physician Assistant Honor Society organized for the promotion and recognition of both PA students and graduates. Membership signifies the inductees' significant academic achievement and honors them for their leadership, their research, their community and professional service, and other related activities. The Society also encourages a high standard of character and conduct among students and graduates. The top 15% of each cohort are eligible to become members of Pi Alpha. Recipients receive a certificate of membership, a Pi Alpha pin, and an honor cord. The 2025 inductees are, and if you'll come up stage so I can give you what you have gotten. Diala Asiof. Joshua Bishop. Dunia Isa. And Emma Ruga. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Jill Brown, and I help coordinate the Global Health Experience for the program. Today, I would like to present challenge coins to 2 students that completed a Global Health Experience. Challenge coins trace their origins to the military, where they've been long used to recognize excellence, build unity, and mark membership in missions that demanded courage and purpose. These 2 students took part in a 3-week cultural immersion experience in Japan. During their time there, they immersed themselves in the richness of Japanese culture, explored their approach to healthcare, and gained insights into traditions that shape communities and their daily lives. More importantly, they formed genuine, lasting relationships, connections built through shared meals, conversations, curiosity, and mutual respect. Cultural immersion is transformative. It challenges assumptions, strengthens empathy, and widens the lens through which we understand both the world and ourselves. The coins are inscribed with the phrase, expanding borders and enriching lives. As you continue your future careers, let this coin remind you of what Japan taught you, that every culture holds valuable lessons, and that bonds we build across borders enrich us all. Congratulations to Marina Ballatin and Luna Ju. May you keep exploring, keep listening, and keep building bridges wherever you go. If you'd come to the stage, I have a coin for you.
We will now begin our white coat ceremony. The students will be called to stage in alphabetical order. They will be entering the stage on this side and receive their white coat. They will also receive a PA alumni pin, a book of quotes by Dr. Eugene Stead, who is the physician who initially, one of the physicians who came up with the concept of the PA profession and established that. And then not up here, they receive a gift from the students of the cohorts just beneath them from the Physician Assistant Student Society. Once they receive their items, they'll gather on this end of the stage and we will recite the PA oath. Following that, they will, as a group, come to the front and center of the stage where you'll have a very brief opportunity to snap a couple of pictures, and then we will do the arch ceremony outside, and then they'll come back in and you'll have ample time to take as many pictures as you would like at that time. So to start our white coat ceremony, Elise Abbott. Diala Al-Siouf. Ariana Aranda. Marina Ballatin. Joshua Bishop. Tori Bostwick. Michaela Doherty. Bailey Grine. Dunia Isa. Christopher Skowski, being coded by his father, Dr. Skowski. Andrew Testa. Luna Zhu. I will now have the graduates follow along with reciting the physician assistant professional oath on the back of the program if you want to follow along. I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication. I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. I will recognize and promote the value of diversity. I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine. I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to provide compassionate and effective care of patients. I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to an improved community. I will respect my professional relationship with the physician. I will share and expand knowledge within the profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity and upon my honor. I cannot tell you enough what a phenomenal group of students this class has been. Sorry. You guys leaving, it is a big deal for all of us. You are a very strong cohort with us. And I want to remind you, you're not a competency, you're not a grade. So you can leave that here. As far as what goes, from our standpoint, we've all had times where we could have earned a higher grade, we could have done something else, we feel like we could have done something different, but it doesn't matter because you're all here now. One more step, you've got the national certification exam, but I have faith. As an individual, as program, as faculty and staff in a university, we are happy to have been a small part of what now defines you. Hopefully you will remember us in the future. Come back, visit, serve as preceptors. We wouldn't turn down some type of donation for a simulation lab, something like that. So just keep that in mind. What's that?
Guest lecture.
Yes, guest lectures. We'll welcome you back at any point. So raise your stethoscopes high and embark on an extraordinary journey and a profession for the rest of your life. I want to thank you all again for coming today. We will be closing with a long-standing tradition at the University of Findlay, what we call the Arch Ceremony. These students, when they entered during orientation week, they entered under the arch. You're not supposed to exit under the arch until graduation, or something horrible will happen. So I hope none of you went under the arch again. They actually have sidewalks around the arch to help circumvent that. The Griffith Memorial Arch is actually named in honor of Caddy Griffith. She was an alum and was an English professor. She died at a young age, and her parents had the arch built in her honor. It has two sides. You can actually see on the side facing the university, it says Findlay College, which is what Findlay used to be, and now it's the University of Findlay, which is the area that faces Main Street. So the students will walk under the arch to basically commemorate their completion of their degree and entering the profession. At that time, we'll pause for pictures up front for anyone that wants to take pictures. I'll have you guys gather here in the front so family, friends can snap a few quick pictures. They practiced right beforehand getting into a picture pose, so hopefully you'll be able to see windows between heads and shoulders. So if you want to gather as a group for pictures, following pictures, because it will just be a minute or two, we're going to give family and friends time to exit the building and get to the arch. If you want to gather on the road side of the arch ceremony, you'll be able to see your graduates and family members exit the arch.